All right, I'm back. I took some time off. I was trying to make a video once a week, and that kind of fell off pretty fast. Just life, life gets busy. But I'm back. And so, welcome to my channel. My name is Mitchell. I cover XRP, crypto stuff. I really like XRP's community. So, I kind of focus on that. But yeah, I made this channel for you guys to understand XRP and crypto a little bit better for beginners. If you're testing the waters or just want to learn more, or you just want to know what's happening, a little update. So today we have an update on XRP and crypto. Sorry, I'm just getting over a little cold, so a little stuffy. Here's XRP, the 24-hour down. So we're seeing a little bit of blood in the water. That's why I got my buddy Jason back there on. But nothing crazy, nothing to be too worried about. 1 month almost down 20%. Let's go back 24. Yeah, 5% in the 24-hour. Just some stop losses and some levels of support that I'll show you here soon. Were just broken, so it was just all these people and algorithms and all that had their stop loss was hit and sold. And that's outside of just what's happening here in the US still with tariffs and government shutdown and stuff like that. Excuse me. That spooks investors and people into crypto. But overall market, yeah, it's down 4%. Fear and greed, we're still in the fear. Click on this. Why market is down. The crypto market fell 4.24% over the last 24 hours, extending a 7-day decline of 8.68%. The drop aligns with a risk-off shift in traditional markets and crypto-specific liquidation. So we have leverage unwind, 1.1 billion in crypto liquidations. 72% of those are longs. Accelerated to the selling because of all those leverage longs, which I've talked about. Leverage trades. I don't do that myself. I don't talk about that on this channel to do it, other than like, hey, if that's what you want to do, your life, you do it. But especially in crypto, you see this a lot, is liquidations, and it's always like, like this one, 72% longs were liquidated. Balancer exploit 116 million hack spook DeFi sentiment. Again, if you're new to crypto, you kind of see these, not a lot, but maybe once or twice a quarter, about some hacks and stuff going on. And especially as we enter more and more into the digital world, this stuff is going to be more and more going to happen more, and going to be an issue to protect your crypto. So make sure you have it on a cold wallet or somewhere safe, and you're not having passwords saved and all that. Make sure you're keeping everything safe and secure, and where to find that information. It's just not out there on the cloud and stuff where people can find it. So always know where your crypto is, and it's best to have that like on a hard drive, cold wallet. If you're like me and you're gonna hold for 10, 15, 20 years, then you might as well just like keep it off exchanges, or just know where it is and know that it's safe. Risk of rotation, Bitcoin dominance rose to basically 60% as capital fled the altcoins, which again, if you're new, you don't know what altcoins is, it just means alternative to Bitcoin. It's a short version of alternative to Bitcoin. So any coin that's not Bitcoin is considered an altcoin. So yeah, that's just kind of why today we're kind of in a slump. It says today's slump stemmed from a trifecta of leverage unwinding, DeFi security fears, and macro-driven risk aversion, with the fear and greed index at 36 and RSI 14, the 14-day at 38.28, which is neutral. The market lacks immediate bullish catalyst. Watch Bitcoin's $105,000 support and the CME Fed Watch tool for rate cues, which right now, as you see, Bitcoin has not touched that 105. I don't know, maybe if it did and bounced. Yeah, it looked like it got down there and it's bounced. So we're finding some support, in my opinion, not super strong support because, yeah, you see on the 7-day a little bit of a bloodbath. Nothing crazy again, nothing that's unusual for crypto. So again, if you're new, this isn't unusual. If you've been here, yeah, you're like, this makes a lot of sense. So that's why, again, this is kind of for beginners and stuff like that, kind of want to, or people that just want to know what's happening today that aren't, looking at the news. So like I said, let's look over here at the chart. This is the XRP. So you see we've come down, we've hit this support again. We're bouncing, we're finding a little bit of support. We are in a squeeze. So this is the TTM squeeze. And these red dots indicate we're in a squeeze. And usually when it flashes, excuse me, when it flashes this bright green or this kind of pinkish color will indicate where it's going. Right now, it's the buying pressure's falling, right? But we're still in that squeeze to keep it in this area. So we'll have to see if it breaks below the support, which will be, you can see some more downside, or if we'll keep squeezing and finally break, finding support here and break up and this turning back to being green. But we'll just have to keep an eye on that. Bitcoin came down at that 105, finding some support there. And then after that, I have obviously the psychological level of 100. But just for that, I'm going to put this over here at the 105. So it's finding some support there, right? Excuse me. And again, there's a little bit of a squeeze with these red dots and everything and some buying pressure coming in, but there's also the squeeze indicates there's selling pressure, right? Same with Ethereum, finding some support down here. We're in a squeeze, so it's kind of, there's some pressure, but we have people buying the dip. And again, if you're like me and you're in for the long haul with crypto and XRP and Bitcoin and Ethereum, stuff like that, this is just, stuff that happens. That I've been with crypto and in crypto since 2020. So 5 years now, coming up on 6. And there's been a lot of ups and downs, and I've altered my trading strategy a little bit, especially in the beginning with, when it was new and going crazy in 2020 and all that. And then we had that huge run in 2021. Just getting like emotionally attached to these big numbers and stuff, going up in a day, 100%, 200%, or in a week, 1,000%, something crazy. And you see that still with meme coins. I've kind of changed to holding just the 3 top dogs, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, not counting a stable coin. BNB's getting up there again. It's been doing well. It dropped back down to 5, but had some BNB at one point. But for me personally, maybe this works for you. If you're looking for kind of a simple strategy, it's just getting 5 or less cryptos to hold and really know and be invested in for the long haul, because I'm a bullish long haul investor. I don't do day trading or anything or swing trading. I will take profits, but over the long, for the long term I'll hold most of my position for long term. Yeah, I might take some profits here and there, but so if you wanted to just do like Solana, BNB, XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, that would be a great place to start, because obviously you wouldn't count Tether or USDC because they are stable coins. But yeah, those 5 would be great to have some money if you wanted to put some money. If you have some money set aside and you want to get involved, I would say first learn more about those 5. Watch more videos. Watch more of my videos. I have a lot of videos on XRP. Go watch other videos, talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Solana, because truthfully, I don't cover those as much as XRP. But that is just my opinion. That is not investing advice. You do whatever you want to do. Don't listen to me. This is educational and just entertainment purposes only. So always do your own due diligence and research. But yeah, that is what kind of everything's looking like today. Nothing crazy. It just, the market fluctuates, and that is crypto. Again, if you're new, this is a lot of where you're going to see. But if knowing that, like these are good times to buy, right? it's like you see these as discounted prices on the 7-day. Oh, it's 7%, almost 8% off, almost 14% off. I'm being like, hey, I want to add some more Bitcoin to my bag. You buy some Bitcoin or Ethereum or XRP, and so on and so forth. As you see these days, these red days as buying opportunities, which is a little bit of a psychological mental shift that, I had to go through, and still, quite honestly, still do go through. Excuse me. And it was hard because, quite frankly, I bought some XRP the other day, just a little bit above where it is now at like 250, and then it dropped back down. I didn't know it was going to drop back down. I was like, it could go up, but it doesn't matter. 250 is still cheap for me. But now today it's like, oh yeah, this is good. I haven't bought XRP today, but I'm like, if you're looking to add to your bag, it's, on the 24-hour, 5% down, and on the 7-day, almost 12% down. So you see that. You look at that as a discount. But that's my opinion. You put your money wherever you want to do, or wherever you want to put it at. You do whatever you want to do with your money. It's your life. But yeah, that is kind of the update of XRP and crypto. So as always, thanks for giving me some of your time. Thanks for checking out my channel. Again, my name is Mitchell. I cover XRP and crypto, but mostly XRP because I love the community. And I just have this channel to give updates and for you guys to learn more about XRP and crypto, especially if you're a beginner. So that's what I just try to make it simple, try to keep it simple for me and keep it simple for you guys. But yeah, no, appreciate your time. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Like I said, I'm trying to get back to making videos, so probably, once a week is my goal right now, because life is just busy. It's just a busy time of life for me. But appreciate you guys, and maybe catch you on the next one. Peace.